I caught my husband cheating with our neighbor through my Ring camera. Hey everyone, I'm Ashley, and I need to share the most insane story with you. What started as wanting to check if my package was delivered turned into discovering my husband's affair with our neighbor. If you think technology can't expose cheaters, think again. This story will make you want to check your own security cameras right now. My husband Mike and I lived in what I thought was the perfect neighborhood in Plano, Texas. You know the type. Quiet suburban street, manicured lawns, friendly neighbors, white picket fence, the whole American dream. Our next-door neighbor, Jessica, was the kind of woman every wife secretly worries about. Divorced, gorgeous, always perfectly dressed, even to get her mail. But I wasn't worried. Mike and I had been married for 8 years. We were solid. Or so I thought. It started with small things. Mike suddenly became very interested in yard work. This is a man who used to pay the neighbor's kid to mow our lawn. Now he was out there every weekend, trimming hedges, watering plants. Always when Jessica was outside too. Just being neighborly, he'd say when I mentioned it. Then came the helpful husband phase. Jessica's garbage disposal broke. Mike rushed over with his toolbox. Her car wouldn't start. Mike was there with jumper cables. Her fence needed fixing. Guess who volunteered his weekend? She's going through a tough divorce, Mike explained. We should help her out. I should have trusted my gut, but I didn't. I trusted my husband instead. Big mistake. Everything changed on a Tuesday in September. I was at work when I got a notification on my phone. Someone was at our front door. I opened the Ring app expecting to see a delivery driver. Instead, I saw my husband at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, when he was supposed to be at work. I watched him walk to our front door, but instead of going inside, he looked around nervously, then walked straight to Jessica's house. My heart started racing. Why was Mike home? Why was he going to Jessica's? And why did he look so sneaky? I called his office. Mike Mitchell? He's in meetings all day. Can I take a message? He lied. My husband lied about where he was. I couldn't concentrate for the rest of the day. When I got home, Mike was already there, acting completely normal. How was work? I asked, testing him. Crazy busy, back-to-back meetings all day. I'm exhausted. Another lie. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept checking the Ring app, scrolling through the day's footage. That's when I saw it. At 2:47 p.m., Mike left Jessica's house. He'd been there for 45 minutes. The next day, I did something I never thought I'd do. I called in sick to work and parked 3 blocks away from our house on Maple Street, watching. At 1:30 p.m., Mike's car pulled into our driveway. At 1:35 p.m., he was knocking on Jessica's door. She answered wearing a silk robe in the middle of the afternoon. I wanted to march over there and confront them both, but something stopped me. I needed proof, real proof. That evening, I installed a second camera, one facing Jessica's backyard, hidden in our bedroom window. Mike didn't notice. He was too busy texting someone and smiling. Who are you hexting? I asked casually. Just work stuff, he said, quickly putting his phone face down. But I saw enough. The contact name started with a J. For the next week, I became obsessed with those cameras. Every notification made my heart race. I watched Mike's pattern emerge. Monday, 2 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. at Jessica's. Wednesday, 1:45 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. at Jessica's. Friday, 2:20 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Jessica's, always when I was at work. Always when the neighborhood was quiet, but I needed more than just footage of him entering her house. I needed undeniable proof. That's when I remembered Mike's laptop. He'd been working from home more often, always with his laptop, and he'd started taking it everywhere, even to the bathroom. Suspicious much? One Saturday morning, while Mike was in the shower, I grabbed his laptop. I knew his password. It was our wedding date. How ironic. What I found made me want to burn his laptop and the house down with it. The text messages that destroyed everything. Months of messages between Mike and Jess. Can't wait for Ashley to leave for work tomorrow. I need you. The way you looked at me over the fence this morning, I almost came over right then. We have to be more careful. Ashley's been asking weird questions. Don't worry, baby, she's clueless. She trusts me completely. I was reading about my husband's affair in real time and I felt like I was dying. But it got worse, so much worse. I think we should tell her soon. I can't keep sneaking around. Are you ready to leave her? Because I'm ready for you to be mine completely. After the holidays, I'll tell her after Christmas. Then we can be together properly. They were planning my future, planning to destroy my life after Christmas like it was just another item on their to-do list. The most recent message was from that morning. Ashley's acting weird. I think she might suspect something. We need to cool it for a while. No way. I need you too much. If she's suspicious, maybe it's time to just end it with her. My hands were shaking so hard I could barely hold the laptop. I had two choices: confront them immediately or get the ultimate proof. I chose revenge. I spent the weekend planning. I ordered a tiny spy camera online, the kind that looks like a phone charger. I was going to catch them in the act. Monday morning, I kissed Mike goodbye like normal. Have a good day at work, honey, I said sweetly. You too, babe. Love you. Love you too, I lied. At 10 a.m., I called Jessica from a Dallas area code, disguising my voice. Hi, this is from the City of Plano Water Department. We need to check your neighbor's water pressure. Can you make sure someone's home around 2 p.m. to let our technician into your backyard? Oh, I'm sure. I'll be here. Perfect. At 1 p.m., I parked down the street and walked through the woods behind our houses. I had the spy camera in my purse and a story ready if anyone saw me. I climbed Jessica's back fence, thank God for all those yoga classes, and crept to her bedroom window. It was slightly open for fresh air. I attached the tiny camera to her windowsill, angled perfectly to capture her bed. Then I went home and waited. At 2:15 p.m., my Ring camera showed Mike at Jessica's front door. At 2:20 p.m., my spy camera showed them in her bedroom. What I saw next will haunt me forever, but it was exactly the proof I needed. I let them finish. I know that sounds crazy, but I wanted everything on camera. Every lie, every betrayal, every moment of them together while thinking I was clueless at work. At 3:45 p.m., I watched Mike leave through my Ring camera. At 4:30 p.m., I knocked on Jessica's door. She answered, looking flustered, hair messed up, still in her robe. Ashley, what are you doing home so early? I came to return this, I said, holding up the spy camera. I think you dropped it. Her face went white. I don't know what that is. Really? Because it has some very interesting footage of you and my husband from about an hour ago. Jessica started shaking. Ashley, I can explain. No need. I have everything I need right here. I held up my phone, showing her a screenshot from the camera. The question is, do you want to tell him I know, or should I surprise him myself? That evening, Mike came home acting completely normal, kissed me, hello, asked about my day, even suggested we order pizza and watch a movie. That sounds perfect, I said, but first I have something to show you. I pulled out my laptop and opened the video file. What's this? Mike asked, still clueless. Just some footage I thought you might find interesting. I pressed play. The color drained from his face as he watched himself with Jessica, recorded in high definition from multiple angles. Ashley, I can explain. Explain what? That you've been lying to me for months? That you've been screwing our neighbor while I'm at work? That you were planning to leave me after Christmas? Mike collapsed into a chair, his whole body shaking. How long have you known? Long enough to get everything I need for the divorce. I pulled out a folder thick with printed screenshots, camera footage, and legal documents. You can sign these now or you can sign them later, but you're signing them. And Jessica can have you, but she might want to know that cheaters don't change their spots. Mike signed the papers that night. The divorce was final within 3 months. I got the house, half his 401k, and my freedom. Mike moved in with Jessica immediately. But here's the beautiful part. Within 6 months, Jessica called me crying. She'd found dating apps on his phone and messages to other women. He's cheating on me too, she sobbed. I'm so sorry, Ashley. I should have listened to you. I hung up on her. Some people never learn, but I did. Ladies, trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, investigate. Technology is your friend, use it. Ring cameras, spy apps, hidden recorders. Use whatever you need to get the truth. And remember, if they'll cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. Don't forget to like this video if it opened your eyes, subscribe for more real-life drama, and hit that notification bell because trust me, I have more stories that will blow your mind. You won't believe how stupid people can be. See you then, and remember, karma always wins in the end.